Caliente el cartel, al respeto le faltaron.
If you want a burger, eat a burger. Bitch, if you want a french fry, eat a french fry.
Position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, macho madness, yeah, has got more to offer than President Jack Tunney thinks that I got. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. Cards stacked against the Macho Man Randy Savage in WrestleMania 3. Yeah, let me say it, yeah. Let me say it out loud. And let me point to the president of the World Wrestling Federation. The Macho Man Randy Savage is not happy with your decision, yeah. I am the cream in the World Wrestling Federation.
Wait a minute,
and there is no doubt about it, yeah. You, Mean Gene Okerlund, you know that I'm the cream of the crop.
One of the first mistakes you can make as a young mother or a young father is call your mom on the phone and ask her if she can watch your kids. Big mistake. You don't call her, you show up with your kids. And as soon as they start eating, you moonwalk out of there. And come back the next day.
Oh. Hey, what was that shit, man?
Oh, man. You just ate the most acid I've ever seen anybody eat in my life.
Hey, man, I never had no acid before, man.
I hope you're not busy for about a month.
Shit, I'm gonna die, man. That stuff's gonna make me die, man.
You know how many times I go to an audition, I hear this. Like, a lot of people don't like to audition. I like to audition, and I'll tell you why, because I fuck with them.
Because you're funny.
You know, I've ripped my pants out. You know, if you watch, what's that show on CBS that's been on forever? How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. I did you know how I got How I Met Your Mother?
I didn't even know you did it.
Yeah, if you watch the episode, you're like, Joey, you're an extra. I'm an extra. You know why? Because I went into the audition, I had no underwear on. And there was you see these things that pop out of chairs?
Yeah.
The side things, the way your armrest.
Right.
And she goes, get up to read. When I got up to read,
pants came down.
The fucking thing got caught in the hole in my pants and my dick came out. All three women sat there and I go, did you see the egg roll? And then I lost them for sure. They even told me, they go, you got the job. As I was walking down the street on Fox, my phone rang. My agent goes, go back. You didn't even read. I didn't even read. And they called my agent and said, we love this guy.
How the fuck do you get a job and fuck up everything? Everything? Everything. This motherfucker has fucked up everything. At least if you stupid, you should try.
This morning I was at a job interview and the manager handed me a laptop and said, I want you to try to sell this to me. So I put it under my arm, left, went home. Eventually he called me and said, I want my laptop back. I said, $200, it's yours.
My wife told me to put ketchup on the shopping list. Now I can't read anything.
The taco. When the Spanish conquered Mexico, they said, make this. The thing they were saying to make was shawarma, because the Spanish were Arabs. They were just self-hating Arabs who rejected their Arabness. So they had flatbread food with meat in the middle and then vegetables and a sauce you put on it that they would fold like this. The Aztecs go, we don't have those ingredients. The Spanish go, you're our slaves, we're going to kill you, make it anyway. So the Mexicans went, fine, and then they made a tortilla and they put meat on it and they did a salsa because they needed the ingredients because they didn't have tahina and they were just stuck. So the next time you're eating tacos, remember that it's actually originally Arab food. It's just a Native American version of Arab food.
Yo. Welcome to Lil Whippersnapper's Hip Hop History, where even the babies know the legends. I'm your host, Baby Ice, still in a booster seat, but speaking with big homie energy. Today, we breaking down a man who turned rap into a riot, Ice Cube. Born in South Central, this cat had bars sharper than a switchblade and a pen that made the whole system flinch. He started with NWA, and let's keep it real. Cube wrote some of the hardest verses on Straight Outta Compton. That raw, revolutionary energy, that was him, but he ain't stick around for the politics. He said nah to bad deals and went solo, and that's when he got even colder. America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate, albums that weren't just fire, they were weapons. He called out racism, corruption, even himself. Ice Cube spoke what others were too scared to even whisper. And then he flipped the game again, movies, business, mogul status. But through it all, Cube never sold his soul. He stayed loud, stayed proud, stayed dangerous. So if you talking legacy, Ice Cube ain't just a rapper. He's a blueprint. This Baby Ice signing off. And yo, if you like that, don't sleep. Go hit up our YouTube channel for more episodes on hip hop's realest. Drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fire from the cradle.
It's so fun, and me as a performer, to watch all of the white people look around the room and try to locate the nearest minority that I'm talking about. Oh, okay, the black guy's laughing. I guess it's okay. I guess I can laugh. Calm down, crackers. Calm down.
Weed will make me like paranoid sometimes, but when there's shit that makes me nervous, weed will like help me. Like I don't like watching the news sober. The news fucking scares me, bro. I mean, makes me sad. But if I watch news while smoking weed, bro, when I'm high, I think of all the solutions. I could save this country. Like earlier this year, they were on the news freaking out. They were like, every American social security number has been stolen. Everybody's. I was like, so then give everybody a new one. They didn't even have to report that. Just send the new ones in the mail, like, this is you now. All right. When that happened, some of my cousins from Mexico that they don't have papers, they were trying to play it off. They were like, dang, what are we gonna do now? They were like, I guess we're all the same.
Americans, we speak according to our environment. We change it up, we morph, we adapt. We all have our, for example, we all have our trying to get a good job voice. When you walk in for that interview, you don't sound the way you sound on a Saturday night when you're having a couple drinks. No, you clean it up, you practice in the car, and when you walk in, you turn it on. If you'll check my references, you'll see I'm more than qualified for this position. Please feel free to call Frank Torres. Frank will tell you the amazing job I did for him 2.5 weeks ago. Listen, I'm ready to work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No job is too big, no task is too small. You can count on me. I'm the right person for the job. Please keep me in mind. Thank you so much for your time. And then you get to the parking lot. And you're like, hijo de la chingada, ojalá que me dé trabajo porque no, está cabrón, güey, man. No, I need a job, man. I need a job. And speaking of that, I get pulled over by a cop one night, 2 minutes after coming out of a Krispy Kreme drive-thru. Which I made a left turn instead of making a right, but I wasn't paying attention because I had a box. I was like, oh, you're gonna get it when you get home. Oh, you've been so bad. You're gonna get it. I'm not paying attention. I go the wrong way, right? Sure enough, I pull over. Later. I'm sitting there patiently waiting, and the cop is taking forever. I said, the hell with this, he's taking too long. I grabbed my box, I put it on my lap, I flipped it open, right? I was gonna get nasty. And just as I was about to tear it up, the cop gets to the window and says the same thing that they all say, right? You know why I stopped you? It was too easy. I looked at him and I said, because you can smell it. Oh, he was dying, man. Son of a bitch! Whatever, he let me go, man.
Well, the most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi. Buck Nasser, what can I say about that suit that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan? It looks bombed out and depleted. And of course, the so-called beautiful. Why don't you click your heels together 3 times and go back to Africa? And as for you, boss hole, very insulting what you said about my coat. It's made out of your mother's pubic hair. Quite chilly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go take my throne, because I'm a shoo-in for Hate of the Year.
If lightning hits an orchestra, who's more likely to get hit? conductor.
Alexa, blast some of that gangster shit from the 90s so I can recite every lyric word for word and remind motherfuckers so they fucking win.
What the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
Well, he's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband. You are so dumb. You are really dumb, for real. You don't have to come and confess that you did it. We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now, so you can run and tell that, homeboy.
You mean to tell me, if I order a 12-ounce sirloin steak and it's $20 and I tip you 20%, that's $4. But if I order a 12-ounce ribeye for $35 and I tip 20%, that's $7. That's a $3 increase in tip, but I'm not getting any increase in product. The steak's the same size. It's a different cut. One's more expensive than the other, but the plate weighs the same.
Mexican word a date, Easter. The most satisfying response after a long day of hate hunting is when you ask, is there more tacos? And they say, yes.
Why do we pay and go to school when our parents could just teach us for free because they've already gone to school? I don't need a teacher to teach me how to add 1 plus 1 because my parents already know that.
Look at this lion. He's the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's laying down under a tree in the middle of Africa. He's so big. He's so hot. He doesn't want to move. Now, the little lion cubs, they start messing with him. Biting his tail, biting his ears. He doesn't do anything. The lioness, she starts messing with him. Coming over, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this. And they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas, they're barking at him, laughing at him. They nip his toes and eat the food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is.
My cousin said, man, we're having a card party, Bernie. Come on, man. I said, man, I don't know, man. He said, please come, Bernie. I'm telling everybody you're coming. I said, okay, man. So I came. Boston, I swear for Lord. When I got there, police were there. Fire department was on the side. SWAT was in the goddamn trees. They had my cousin handcuffed in the back seat. I told the police officer, wait a minute, sir. I said, that's my cousin. I said, let me talk to him. He said, you better talk to him. I said, cuz, what's going on? He said, man, fuck that bitch, man. That motherfucker bitch kept, man, fucking around, man. I said, what'd she do? Every time I turned around, she was draw foreign, the motherfucker, draw foreign. These motherfuckers playing Uno.
When you drink too much alcohol, you're called an alcoholic. But when you drink too much Fanta, shouldn't you be called fantastic?
Hey man, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with us today here on Tubesquatch. You could have been anywhere else on the internet, probably watching a raccoon ride a skateboard or a baby dance to some Pitbull song. But you chose to be here, and that means something. Let me know down there in the comments what part hit you the hardest, or made you spit out your drink. I read all them things, even the weird ones. YouTube says they know you're going to like that next video down below. I don't know how they know, but I trust that algorithm like it's my cousin working at the DMV. And hey, Don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe, and join the Squatch fam. We're out here in the woods of the web, keeping it weird and wild. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay legendary, stay squatchy.